Season 6, Race 19 of my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. We are here in Austin, Texas for the US Grand Prix, and once again, I don't know what it is, the second half of the season at certain tracks, I have basically negative qualifying pace. It just does not, it's just nothing, I can't get anything out of the car at some tracks. Interesting up at the front though, Alexander Albon, looking for his third win of the year, qualifies on pole, edges out Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, who, he along with Carlos Sainz had great qualifying efforts. McLaren, I believe, got some big upgrades coming into this weekend, so that explains their performance, and Ferrari is up there too, and for some of those guys, it's really their last opportunity to get at Ricciardo. Look at the standings. In particular, Bottas and Hamilton are right on the razor's edge of being eliminated from championship contention after this weekend. So they both really need good weekends, and they're starting behind Ricciardo, which isn't good anyway. But we'll see how they do. We'll see how we do. Just got off a lot of racing this weekend. Pocono Raceway had a bunch of NASCAR races this weekend. I went to a few of them. And the Saturday races were pretty entertaining. Watched the Sunday races, watched the F1 race in Austria for the Styrian Grand Prix. Yeah, it should be an exciting weekend next weekend with Mid-Ohio for the Indy cars, then Road America for NASCAR, and Austria again for F1. So, yeah, a lot of fun times. A lot of fun times.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin, in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself 14 miles southeast of the city centre and home to the US Grand Prix since 2012. The latest
forgot to mention,
long list
Star
of
Race.
iconic tracks
No.
to have that honour.
Brett
We have 10
McBrain.
turns to the left and 10 to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and 12 at this anti-clockwise 3.6 mile track. And we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Ricciardo, Bottas, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Hamilton, Kvyat, Gasly and Alexander Albon, Matsushita, Aitken, Luca Giotto and Stroll. The owner driver, Giovinazzi, Kevin Magnussen and George Russell, De Vries, Latifi, Ocon. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Tatiana Calderon. It's almost time for the light.
Alright, so Albon loses pole after a grid penalty. Then we gain one spot.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Sure it's gonna be a one stop, but we'll play it out here.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap. Okay, our main competitors in this race are Stroll and Russell. Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
So my aim is basically just to get as high as I possibly can get, and then knowing I'm going to back up the field, not intentionally of course, but that's how the car runs from this point. I'm just going to go from there, see if I can maintain points.
No threat of rain for the time being, conditions looking good.
In order to make the dive bomb I want to make, I'm going to have to move over. So, main challenge is starting on the right side of the grid. I'm going to have to move over to the left side of the grid as soon as I go. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. Home Grand Prix. Trying to get some points. Here we go. 5 red lights. And we're underway. Well, that was something. Ricciardo just absolutely ate it. I think we could do better on that start. Yeah, I think we can do better. Let's go back to restarting. I think part of the problem is that I got squeezed. By Stroll and Gyoto, as they were trying to move down. Aiken not exactly helping. Let's see, Bottas, where is he? He got a decent start on Ricciardo, but I don't know why he would go to the outside. And he wasn't going to get the pass done there. I don't think. Yeah, I'll try again. Honestly, I just kind of hoping too that Daniel Ricciardo gets a subpar start. That's not gonna work. Might take a couple tries to get this right. So, I don't know what Stroll is doing. I don't even know who came out on top of that one. So Norris has the lead going into the first turn. Steps behind, then Norris is a huge, not Norris, Stroll. Stroll makes a huge dive bomb. I make it into Ricciardo. Ricciardo goes around. And then it's basically Stroll, Bottas, Sainz, Gasly, Hamilton, Albon, and myself. And Leclerc is just sort of sitting back there. Oh, and got backed into by Ricciardo. How bad is the wing damage on my car? Hard to tell which. Let's go from there. This is too many spots. Gasly had something go really wrong in the S's there. That sort of, I think it was because he was going side by side with Sainz, I'm guessing? Yeah, and he was the odd man out, so that's what the problem was there. Oh, jeez.
Safety car, safety.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, safety car already? Okay. Alright, well that was certainly a start. I guess. Let's go from here. Now, I have no idea who has wing damage and who doesn't. I guess we'll see where it goes from here. Oh, and my front wing is damaged. That is lovely. Turned out great, but then the freaking wing damage was... And it was the rear wing, and that's really my fault, I think. Yeah, that's really my fault, because that wasn't the wing I hit Hamilton with, or not. There we go, Hamilton Ricciardo. So that's probably, unfortunately, my own doing, so I screwed up there. Ricciardo is getting some incredible starts. Mercedes. What I'm really looking for, I want Ricciardo to just not have a good start. And to answer the question, yeah, I'm obviously not taking this very seriously because F1 2021 is coming out, and at this point I'm just messing around with the game because F1 2020 doesn't matter anymore. That time might have been the... How much wing damage do I have? Still a little too much. You know what? I think I'll take that. I think I will take that. Fine, I think we gotta... Something happened on the start where the car, one of the racing points just didn't get a good launch after the initial start phase, and I just took off. So I don't know what it was, but man, that turned out much better than I was expecting.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Leclerc is able to get past me, I don't
Let's
think
use
we're going to
overtake
fight him
and
that
burn some of this
hard.
energy.
And I presume with DRS, defending will become a lot harder. So, people like... I'm not going to let Ricciardo by. Will not do that under any circumstances, but if Leclerc or Bottas is trying to get by, I might concede the position and just let them go. It's already Verstappen is 7 seconds ahead. So I'm clearly just holding people up here.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Leclerc looking for a move into turn 1. He's going to get the job done. Did me hitting his back wheel cause that damage? It did. It was very light contact, so I don't know why it gave me that much damage. Ooh, jeez. Leclerc! Man, what are you doing? He lost it out of the first corner. Something fierce. His car, oh, he just got a little wiggly in the S's there. He's out of control. Supremely out of control. His Ferrari. Yeah, Ricciardo, sorry to say, but there's no way I'm letting you by right now. Not happening. And Bottas. And that was kind of me. I will freely admit that was partially my fault. Not take that turn well at all, but Bottas did not hit me, and I'm still in third place, or fourth place.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.9 seconds.
I'm all over the place here. I just completely screwed up that section. Clearly, I've got no earthly idea what I'm doing. See if I can hang on to the back of Hamilton and Bottas here. Again, Those are two guys who desperately need to stay in the championship hunt and call out this race if things don't go their way.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.8 seconds.
Really, Carlos Sainz?
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy that.
As expected, changed on to the one stop, almost, well, not almost immediately, but a couple laps into the race. Sainz going to try the outside. It's not going to work. He's going to get passed by Daniel Ricciardo. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Cargo here.
Gap to car in front is 8.4 seconds. Okay, clear.
We got some trouble from somebody. One of the Alfa Romeos, by the looks of it. race. It's Kevin
Okay, some
Magnussen,
information on Magnussen. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
former teammate of mine. But no safety car, so we continue on in the race.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Well, didn't work out. Carter with damage there. Ooh, he did. It's not good. Didn't exactly want science to get by me either. Oh, come on. Probably did not need to extend the track limits there. Carlos front wing is fine, thereabouts. Uh-oh, somebody's got a problem behind me. I guess that was just everyone slowing down for the corner. And we continue on.
The gap to the car ahead is 16.4 seconds.
Oh, that's didn't work out. Wasn't even trying to do anything there. Sometimes I just turn into an idiot through the S's, and I just get them totally wrong. Smashed into me over here. Yeah, he's trying to make the turn, but you gotta calm down, Danny Rick. Oh, come on. That complex always loses me the most amount of time. And basically, I will freely admit that I'm driving like an absolute maniac right now. I'm not going to hide that fact. But again, it's the end of F1 2020, so nothing matters. Besides getting a big run as I forgot to put on ERS. Yeah, just go behind me. One car diving already. It's Danny Fiat. I don't know if he had damage. Let's see. Did he have damage? This is him. No damage. It might just be an early call by Fiat to come in. And given how much I'm backing up the field right now, it might be a good decision on his part, depending on what tires he decides to go with. If his idea is to do a two-stop, then it probably won't help him, because, well, I'll go into it unless I know for certain what he's going on, and we'll see that right here. Okay, he's going up to another stop, so he'll catch the back of, he'll probably catch the back of our pack pretty quickly, but in reality it's not going to matter, because he's got to make another pit stop.
Use your overtake button for more power. We need to push. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. To the car in front is 24.5 seconds.
Hamilton would have hit me. Hamilton. There we go again. I keep calling him Hamilton. And he did hit me. I keep calling him Hamilton, but it's not Hamilton. It's Ricciardo in the Mercedes. Ricciardo. I keep getting that wrong. None of the other top 5 have pitted yet. They're still on track. I'm worried about the whole thing of Ricciardo being on the same lap as me, or not Ricciardo, Hamilton, and the pit crew not being ready, but he's so far ahead, I can't see that being an issue. But you never know, it might become an issue. Now, at this stage of the race, I don't think it would matter if Ricciardo got by me for position, because I don't think he's catching, a guy who's 30 seconds up the road in 14 laps. He'd have to gain 2 seconds a lap on the guy to even do that. But hey, stranger things have happened. Now, Mexico is a race I'm very excited about, because it really doesn't matter where you start at Mexico, per se, because you got such a long run down to the first corner that you can make so many things happen. So even if I don't get the best qualifying result, I can still have a great start, gain a bunch of track position. Okay, we got Leclerc is in. Bottas is in, and Hamilton is in. So good news there.
Gap ahead is 27.7
We don't have to worry about having to pit now to cover off Ricciardo, because Ricciardo's teammate is also pitting, so he really doesn't really matter.
Lewis is in the pits.
Ricciardo basically, he can't pit right now.
We're going to box this lap. Understood, stopping this lap. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
I just didn't... Looking at the mini-map, and I didn't even do the turn. Go well.
the other cars a bit more room if you can. It'll be a problem for us if we damage the car or get slapped with a penalty. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
So I did do a mid-session save right about there. Oh, and I tried to run it too deep into the pit entry, and it didn't quite work out, and that one didn't either. Oh wait, what's going on with Ricardo? Oh, they're changing the front wing. So I guess a little bit some of that contact was a lot more serious than I anticipated.
Release, release. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Now he is on softer tires, but I wonder if Russell could do me a solid and break the DRS barrier by blocking Carlos Sainz, who's my real rival here, because Russell's going to have to stop again. He's on soft tires.
We're trailing our teammate by 35.3 seconds.
He unquestionably needs to make another stop.
Gap to car in front is 4.2 seconds. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
dropped Lando Norris. I think it's Max Verstappen who's in the lead. Yeah, he's really dropped Lando. Lando was sort of with him a little bit, but yeah, Lando's fallen off a lot. So much so that he's now in the clutches of Leclerc, so... The second stint of the race is not working too well for Lando.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race. The gap to the car ahead is 6.7 seconds.
As I check in on the mini-map now, Lando Norris is almost certainly going to fall out of the podium positions here. He's going to get passed by Leclerc, more than likely. He's going to get passed by Bottas, more than likely. And who knows if they'll be able to settle in front of Hamilton, or if Hamilton will get him too. But, oh, we got a problem.
Okay, clear.
One of the Racing Points is having problems. Jack
Okay,
Aiken,
the safety
and
car
that
is out. The safety car is out.
the safety
We
car.
need to form up at a reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
And that is a
Okay,
safety
slow
car.
down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
So first it was the Alfa Romeo of Kevin Magnussen, and now it was the Racing Point of Jack Aiken, who was fallen out of the race. And Russell, good on him, he dives to the pits under the safety car. He needed a pit. I think Kvyat also just pitted. I think he would have beaten us out anyway, so I don't think that one really matters too much. What this does
Overtake the
do,
safety car. You may overtake the
it
safety
puts
car.
Leclerc
It is waiting to pick up the leader.
striking distance of his teammate who started on pole and has led every lap so far in this race. So should be interesting to see how the Ferraris battle it out up front.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Verstappen hasn't even gotten to the safety car yet, so... Okay, Verstappen has caught the safety car. Are there lappers behind there too? Let me see. I think there might be a Haas right behind Max. Or maybe right in front of Max. Oh no, that's Russell who has dropped behind. Or no, that's Nick De Vries who's dropped behind Max Verstappen. So Verstappen will have a buffer at the start of the restart. That should help him, his efforts. At this point, we're just trying to catch the safety car. And I don't know when we're going to restart because the farthest back of the Williams cars, and they're, you know, almost a full lap behind safety cars, so be able to make a move on Matsushita on the restart, but we'll see. Having to run it in rich because if I put it into standard or lean, it's gonna really save me fuel, but I don't need to save fuel, so I don't want too much fuel in the car at this point. Tire age perfectly fine. No worries there. Just waiting on those pesky Williams cars. Another full lap because the Williams only are just kind of catching up to the field right now. So we're going to be restarting with 6 laps to go. Just checking something real quick. So the person who can really end up being the beneficiary here of this whole scenario is Danny Kvyat, because he'll be on the freshest tires out of all the guys up front here. So he could be a sneaky contender in this one before it's all said and done. Meanwhile, Ricardo is sitting back there in P16. He's going to have a guy in George Russell who, you know, is a slower car, but will have fresher tires behind him. So, we'll see if he is able to hold on to that spot. Nick DeVries is the only lap car in this race, so I presume as soon as we get going, he'll just drop straight to the bottom on the front stretch and let as many people by as he can before he gets to turn 1. In some places, the lap cars up front on a restart, trying to let people by, can get a bit squirrely. But here, I think, at least for the front half of the field, should be fine.
Okay,
since,
let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap.
Front stretch
When the
is
field
so
accelerates,
wide.
remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
So Max Verstappen is going to be in complete control of the field here. He goes, the field goes when he says so. Go. And we will get Matsushita up for
If you think you can
P7.
get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Green flag.
Also, we'll see if Lando Norris, he was really falling back to the field there. We'll see if he can hold on to the podium or if Bottas is going to pass him. Of course, the DRS will be available at lap 25.
Gap to teammate ahead is 2.4 seconds.
Did not take the S's very well that time. Oh, and I didn't even turn that time, so that's not ideal either.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.3 seconds.
So it's Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, Bottas, Hamilton, Fiat. And then myself, Matsushita, Sainz, and I'm not entirely sure who is in 10th. It's Alex Albon. That's the top 10 as it stands right now. And for the last 4 laps of the race, there will be DRS.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Watch out, I think
fuel remaining.
Fiat could give Hamilton a run for his money for P5 here. Meanwhile, I think the only reason why Norris has been able to hold on to P3 right now is that he's been
Gap ahead
able to
is
stay in Leclerc's
5.2
DRS
seconds.
range.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Use your overtake button more, it's time to utilize some of this energy. This is your final lap of the race.
Cheetah going to be charging hard here. Cover him off. Crosskeeper. Hold him off.
Gap to car in front is 11.7 seconds.
Verstappen will win the USA Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc will be in second. Lando Norris will hold on to third. Bottas and Hamilton keeping their title hopes alive for one more week. And after some beating and banging, we gain a little bit on
That's the end of the
Ricardo.
race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Driver of the day.
A truly magnificent drive and a great performance from the entire team to secure the win here in Austin. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
Really?
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari.
So those performance upgrades really came in handy for McLaren. Obviously, Norris had a great qualifying, and he got up into P3. They're starting P2.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Daniel Ricciardo can be happy with the points he's earned today as it pushes his lead out even further. Some amazing talents out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I'm going to give it to the owner-driver today. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Alright, and that was the USA Grand Prix. Max Verstappen wins the race. Leclerc and then Norris on the podium. And we will take a look at the standings here. First, the constructors. Ferrari leads by 13, and this could be a season where the constructors champions and the drivers champion don't match up. Drivers standings wise, still in command for Ricciardo, but everything has closed up. Ricciardo leads by 18. Verstappen's, yeah, he leads by 18 over Verstappen, 19 over myself. So still work to be done there. Leclerc only 27 back. Bottas 58, and now Hamilton, I'm pretty sure. Now, technically, Hamilton is not eliminated because he can. And traditionally, he would be, but with the addition of the fastest lap, that does provide an extra point in there. So technically, Hamilton in 6th is still alive in the championship, but he basically needs to win every race, get the fastest lap point each time, and have Ricciardo DNF out of the last 3 races, which I don't think is going to happen. So he's effectively eliminated, though not technically eliminated. Bottas, he's going to be on a razor's edge in Mexico because anyone above 50 points out of the lead in Mexico or after the Mexican Grand Prix is going to be eliminated, so he's on the axe potentially. And yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see if Bottas can keep his hopes alive barely, or if he'll just not make the cut. So there we go. That was the US Grand Prix.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy? How do you think this team will be feeling after that result? You had a few bumps and scrapes today. Who would you say is at fault? Appreciate your time.
Alrighty. Just filling out with something, anything, doesn't matter. We will advance to the Mexican Grand Prix, which will be the next one. So, see ya for the next Grand Prix.